Welcome to March Team Brief, which comes from the basement of Wigan Infirmary because I've come to visit the equipment loan stall. I'm going to be meeting Tony Sheridan, who is one of the technicians here, and I'll be asking Tony 3 questions. First of all, how many mattresses a year do they clean in the equipment loan stall? Secondly, which member of staff joined the trust after having 2 babies in the special care baby unit? And finally, which member of staff here has reached Everest Base Camp? So that should be interesting. This month's corporate objective is on staff engagement, and of course this is where we won a national award last year, so it's something we're very keen on. And on the website now, our intranet, you can see a short video which has been produced which shows what we're doing about staff engagement, so do take a look at that. Now, we've set ourselves a target of trying to achieve positive scores of 80% in the quarterly pulse check, and the latest pulse check was 79.6%, so that's quite encouraging, but we do still want to improve. 2 important events coming up. On the 12th of May we've got a Start the Year event which you're invited to, and then on the 19th of May we've got the launch event for the second wave of the Pioneer teams in Listening into Action. There were just 2 serious infections in February, which is good news. One of them was a C. diff, but unfortunately the other one was the first case of MRSA this year, so that's broken our duck, unfortunately. However, we got another month's data on HSMR, which is for December, of 96.2, taking our yearly average to date up to 88.6. Now you can see here the C. diff chart, which I brought right up to date for the end of March, and the orange line represents the finishing position of the year. So we're standing at 31 at the moment, which is above our limit of 25, but encouragingly is a further reduction on last year. And now you can see the latest mortality chart, and you can see no less than 9 dots in a row this year, all below that 100 mark, so that's really, really good news. On serious harms, we've had a better month with just 5 compared to 8 the previous month, and that consists of the 2 infections that I've already talked about, 2 hospital-acquired pressure ulcers, and 1 serious fall in hospital. And that means that there were no central line infections, no ventilator-acquired pneumonia, and no never events. Now, the other aspect of the never events is they're always events, and this is something which is so much more positive because it's what we want to happen all of the time. 2 areas where we previously hadn't done so well were staff introducing themselves to patients and patients being involved in their date of discharge. Now, we've seen an improvement in both of those 2 measures, but if I can draw your attention to 2 other areas where we do need to improve. One is about staff addressing patients by their preferred name, and the other is giving patients appropriate access to nutrition and hydration. So if you could try and concentrate on those, and then we'll have another survey in May and we'll let you know the results. But thanks for the great progress that's already been made. As you all know, we've had a very difficult start to the year in A&E, but you can see from this chart that we're still one of just 3 organisations that are achieving the 95% target, and we are in 2nd place. So that's really good under very difficult circumstances. February was quite a good month for finances, and we've taken our surplus for the year to date up to 1.3 million. It's the usual pattern of having income over budget, but also expenditure over budget. And CIP has done very well this year, but we are down by about 1.3 million on what we wanted to achieve for the whole year. With capital expenditure of 15.8 million, we're on track for a year-end surplus of around about 3 million. So that's a satisfactory position. Now to update you on the important Healthier Together programme, which is still timetabled to go to consultation in June of this year. An important recent decision has been made to no longer include women's and children's inpatient services in scope for the June consultation, although it remains the intention to consider those services later on in the year. Now, as we approach the decision on consultation, which commissioners are due to take at the beginning of June, WWL and other trusts have raised some serious concerns and risks about this programme, which we hope that the commissioners will listen to. But we wait to find out until the beginning of June whether or not this consultation is going ahead. This slide shows the results of the real-time patient survey, and as we approach the year end there's an awful lot of information on it. So if I could ask you to look at the bottom line, which is the average of all the scores, if you look at the start of the year, mostly these are red figures, and if you look at the later part of the year, mostly these are amber figures. And that shows the improvement that we've made with patient experience. Now moving on to 3 events that are coming up. First of all, on the 22nd of April, there's a bereavement improvement showcase event. Then on the 26th of April, there's an event about surgery beyond human limits. And finally, on the 12th of May, you're invited to come and join the directors at the DW Stadium to hear a presentation looking back at the last year and looking forwards to next year. Many congratulations to our Employee of the Month, Lynn Norban, who is the ward manager on Loughton Ward. Now, Lynn was nominated by a large number of her own staff for being extremely professional and friendly and always going that extra mile. So well done to Lynn. And to finish off Team Brief, first of all, some achievements. Our finance team has won the Team of the Year award. Our clinical handover project has won an IT award, and the Hanover Diagnostic and Treatment Centre has won yet another building award. So well done to all those. There was a very successful March Hare Dash which took place at the DW Stadium and raised a lot of money for the Heartbeat Appeal. There was also a very popular Mad Hatter's Tea Party to mark Hydration and Nutrition Week, and also the first 100 Twiddle Muffs have been handed out to patients at Wigan Infirmary. Finally, later on this year we will have the Recognising Excellence Awards, and this time there's a survey to find out which theme you would like. So you can see here how to access the survey and vote for your theme for the awards. Thank you. Now here I am with Tony Sheridan, the Loan Store technician, and he's going to be answering some questions for me. So Tony, first of all, what's the main purpose of the Equipment Loan Store?
The most important thing we do at the loan store is to get the equipment off the wards as soon as the patients are finished with them. Get them back down to the loan store for decontamination, especially the mattresses, because we have quite a few mattresses.
I see. And what are you most proud of?
I'm proud to be working down here because I've seen the store grow over the 8 years I've actually worked down here. And I'm really proud to be a team member, you know, in this part that I'm doing now.
I see. And is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, I think the way we're growing now, I think the loan store is a little bit too small for us, and it'd be nice to move to, you know, a bigger premises, because in the future the way it's going with patients and etc. coming in, because we are getting really busy. It'd be nice to move to somewhere a little bit bigger.
And if members of staff on Wigan Infirmary could do one thing to help you, what would it be?
I think, Andrew, the staff, especially the evening staff, if they came down and they filled this status label in, we could track the equipment more easily the day after, rather than us having to go looking for it. Now
the 3 quiz questions. First of all, just how many mattresses do you clean every year here?
Well, this year now, 2014, from 2010, it was, this year now alone it is 804 mattresses, which is a significant increase of 199%.
Secondly, which member of your staff joined the trust after having 2 babies on the special care baby unit?
Oh, it was Gwen Winstanley, yeah. Lovely person, very bubbly.
And finally, which member of staff has been to Everest Base Camp?
Oh, Yara Baldwin. That's a claim to fame.